Hi, hey, hello. My name is Tanya or TitaniumBuilt, and welcome to my channel. Let's get in today's case coverage. We are talking about Bryan Kohberger and his life behind bars. If you're unfamiliar with who Bryan Kohberger is, he is the accused killer of the four University of Idaho students that were brutally attacked in their off-campus home on November 13th. So a new report's come out. It just came out today. On the 13th, I'm making this. This video may not come out for a couple days, though. We will go over this in tomorrow's live on the 14th, if not. So make sure that you're there on the 14th with us. If this comes out after the 14th, sorry about that. But it says, searing new insights into Bryan Kohberger's jail life as told to dailynews.com by his fellow inmates. He obsesses over TV coverage of his own case, has turned to God, and faces constant taunts from other prisoners. DailyMail.com spoke with current and former inmates as well as jail sources who told of accused quadruple murder, Bryan Kohberger's behavior behind bars. Kohberger, 28, has been locked up without bail at the Latah County Jail in Idaho since early January as he awaits trial. He meets with local pastor who leads him in prayer every Sunday, follows his trial on the news, and seldom speaks to other inmates, sources reveal. Bryan Kohberger is obsessed with following his own case from behind bars and has now found God attending Mass every Sunday, sources say. DailyMail.com spoke with current and former inmates as well as jail sources to discuss Kohberger's time at the jail. Among the revelations are that Kohberger gets daytime access to a television and likes to flip on the news to allow coverage of his own case. He watches himself all the time, one inmate told DailyMail.com. It's really kind of bizarre. The accused quadruple murderer, who has been locked up without bail at the Latah County Jail since early January, steps out of his cell around 7 p.m. on Sundays to meet with a local pastor who leads him in prayer. He sits down with the pastor and receives his own private mass, a source inside the jail said. It's just the two of them, and no, I have no idea what they might talk about. And there's Bryan Kohberger there. There's the Latah County Jail. By all accounts, the 28-year-old has been a model prisoner, a jail official tells DailyMail.com. This despite facing taunts from inmates who sometimes shout at him as he shuffles past their cells. When one inmate named Tyson hollered, "Bitch," at the accused murderer during a recent weekday, Kohberger barely flinched, turning towards him with a menacing stare without breaking stride as he proceeded down the hall, according to one inmate who watched it happen. He always has the same expression or non-expression, said one inmate who met with DailyMail.com reporter in the jail. He just looks straight ahead. I've never even seen his eyebrows or mouth move. He never says anything. Kohberger spends most of his time alone in a private cell, kept apart from other inmates who share cells. He rarely, if ever, chats with jail inmates who typically only see him when he walks past them. They say he maintains a steely stare when he steps out to meet his lawyer or to visit the library, and that he's always flanked by several corrections officers who escort him wherever he goes. The jail houses a couple dozen inmates in a sprawling basement directly underneath the Latah County Courthouse and Sheriff's Office near downtown Moscow. That's like the jail that I grew up, where I grew up, the jail was housed underneath it was underneath like in a basement. I don't know how to say that. Opicule windows to some of the cells face a quiet side street located just 1.4 miles away from the rental home where the four University of Idaho students were slaughtered during the pre-dawn hours of November 13th. Wow, I didn't realize he was that close. There's the home and stuff there. This guy is an inmate here. Police arrested Kohberger, a PhD student in criminology at nearby Washington State University in Pullman on December 30th. He's been held without bail in the Moscow jail since January 4th, pending his next court hearing on June 26th. The case could get him the death penalty. I hope he gets the death penalty, inmate Harrison Papelin said. I'd be shocked if he didn't. Latah jail officials remain tight-lipped about Kohberger's time behind bars. One official told DailyMail.com that Kohberger's been well-behaved during his time there with no incidents. The officials Also pointed out that Kohberger's strict vegan dietary needs are being met by the vendor that prepares meals for prisoners. But despite his quiet demeanor, inmates say they're well aware of the gruesome crime he's accused of carrying out. They follow the case intently on the news and discuss their infamous fellow inmate daily. I've been reading about the whole case since it started and knew he was in there, said recently released inmate Kyler Leddit. It's disturbing that something like that can happen in my hometown. I'm just happy I wasn't in the same cell as his. They spelled that wrong. I've only seen him a few times, he added. He was wearing orange sweats and an orange t-shirt and 2 guards accompanying him wherever he needs to go. Lebbett described the jail as cold and disgusting. He shared a cell with 5 people who get access to an adjoining day room where they can watch TV, eat, shower, and talk. We'd always talk about the fact that he was in the same jail with us, Leddit told DailyMail.com. Nobody liked the guy, I could tell you that. There's a lot of hatred, but we were in all of him. Nothing like that really ever happens around Moscow. It shook a lot of us, or a lot of people. Paplin said he tried to get intel about Kohberger's time in jail, but that the officers there don't share much of anything. He's only about 30 feet from my cell, he said. It's truly crazy. I can't believe I'm in here with one of the most infamous alleged mass murders in the United States. And that's the end of the article there. So I wanted to share that with you guys. This just came out, like I said, today. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think this is true? I think that it could be definitely true if a couple inmates have come forward and somebody that works at the jails come forward to speak. So it's not just one person, but let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Like I said, I am live every day. So catch me on one of my lives. I'm usually on the camera then. I just didn't feel very well tonight, so that's why I'm not on camera, guys. But I will see you guys all in the next video. I love you so much. Be good to each other and be good to yourself. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.